in Central and North Florida. Tonight, we're here to just talk about a little bit about MSC Cruises. We're going to talk about MSC, who we are, what we do, and we're going to have a nice focus on two main things. Our new ship coming out in 2025, the MSC World America, coming out in April, as well as our private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve down in the Bahamas. Two great aspects of MSC Cruises. So let's go ahead and start. So if you're really not familiar with MSC Cruises, MSC itself is a Mediterranean shipping company. It's the largest shipping company in the world, and MSC Cruises is a part of that. MSC Cruises itself has been in business for about 20 years, and already we're the third largest cruise line in the world based on capacity. We're the leading cruise line in Europe and South America. We're the fastest growing cruise brand. We've been putting out ships at pretty much a record pace, with a new one coming out next year, the World America, which we're going to talk about at length. The family, the cruise line itself is a little bit different from some of the other cruise lines around. We're not publicly owned. We are privately owned by the Aponte family, who originated in Italy. The Aponte family does have over 300 years of maritime heritage, most of that in shipping. We're the largest shipping company in the world, of course. And currently, MSC Cruises has 23 ships. We go to over 250 destinations worldwide. So when you book an MSC cruise, it's a little bit different than booking cruises with other cruise lines. We have what we call experiences. And each experience pertains to, a guest can book whichever experience really pertains to them and how they want to have their vacation. So you have the Bella experience, the Fantastica experience, the Aurea experience, and then we'll talk about the Yacht Club experience. First of all, real quickly, the Bella experience is the least expensive experience. You can book an inside an ocean view or a balcony Bella cabin. The one thing to keep in mind about Bella is that this is always a guarantee cabin, meaning that you do not know your cabin assignment when you book a Bella experience. You're going to get at least what you book. If you book an Ocean View Bella cabin, you're going to get at least an Ocean View cabin. You may get upgraded, you may not. But the big thing here is you're not going to know what your cabin is until you board the ship. So keep that in mind. Moving on, the next experience up is the Fantastica experience. Again, you can book inside ocean view or balcony cabins under the Fantastica experience. With the Fantastica experience, you do get to choose your cabin. So of all the available cabins that are out there, you can choose the one you want. You're also able to choose your dining, whether you have early dining or late dining. That comes with that. You also get free delivery as far as room service, where there's a charge for the Bella guests who do that. Also, one big thing, you also get one free cruise change. And what that means is you're able to move a sailing date. If you're booked under the Bella experience, let's say you're 35 days out from a sailing and you have to move the date for whatever reason. Maybe you have to work under the Fantastic experience. You're able to do a cruise move from your cruise out as far as 90 days out from your original sailing date. Whatever the new rates are, apply. So whether it's less expensive, you'll get a refund. If it's more expensive, you'll pay that difference. But again, it's just a perk that you get with the Fantastic experience. Moving on, the Aurea experience. This is for all the suites on the ship that are not located in the Yacht Club, as well as certain balcony cabins. The Aurea cabins, they're going to be in the best locations on the ship. So they're going to be midship on the higher decks. With the Aurea experience, you also get what's called anytime dining. So what that basically means is instead of having to go to an early dining or a late dining, you can show up in the dining room anytime between, let's say, 5:30 and 9:30 and be seated and eat. So it gives you that flexibility. So it's really nice to have that flexibility. The Aurea experience guests also have a solarium on top of the ship. So they've got a nice large area on top of the ship that has a bar and chairs and things like that. And only the Aurea guests are able to go there. So it's exclusive that way. They get a few other little things like priority boarding and luggage drop off. One big thing Aurea guests get also would be access to the thermal area of the spas on the ship. The spas on the ship are amazing, and you get access to the thermal area, which is the dry heat sauna, the wet sauna, the snow room, the salt room, the different showers with the different fragrances, the beautiful ceramic lounge chairs that are heated from underneath. So you do get a lot of things with the Aurea experience when you book that experience. Then finally, you have our top experience that we have on our ships called the Yacht Club. Basically what this is a ship within a ship concept. You basically have a luxury product on board a contemporary cruise ship. So the Yacht Club itself, it's a contained area. You have to have a key card access just to get into the Yacht Club itself. Once you're in the Yacht Club, you have the butler service, you have concierge service. You've got an anytime dining situation. So you've got if you look at the picture here, this is the dining room up on the top floor. It's open all the time, so you don't never have to make a reservation or go in at a specific time. So you have that flexibility. You can see you've got those beautiful floor-to-ceiling picture windows, and then leading from the restaurant. Also with the restaurant, you get a fine dining menu that's not located anywhere else on the ship. That menu changes every single night of your cruise, which is very important as well. And then if you look at this picture, you've got the dining room, and then the restaurant, and then you're taking that beautiful Swarovski crystal staircase down into the top sail lounge, which is the exclusive lounge in the Yacht Club that, again, only the Yacht Club guests get to use. So it's a beautiful lounge. You've got, light snacks in there and food all day long. You've got light entertainment in the evening, like, acoustic guitar or piano. Of course, if you're in the Yacht Club, you have the premium drink package. Your drinks are included all throughout the ship as well. You've got the Wi-Fi is included as well when you book the Yacht Club. So it's really just an amazing experience. And as I flip through the slides, I've really already talked about a few of these things: the dedicated restaurant with the open seating, anytime dining, the exclusive fine dining menu that changes every single night, the top sail lounge that, again, has those beautiful floor-to-ceiling picture windows. It's one deck above the bridge, so you get beautiful views from the top sail lounge. You also have a huge area on top of the ship just for the Yacht Club guests. It's got a big pool. It's got the beautiful chairs and comfort cushions and the cabanas up there. You've got a buffet as well and jacuzzis. So it's really a super nice area on top of the ship as well, just for the Yacht Club guests. And then I'm going to flip through a few of these cabins. There's a standard Yacht Club cabin. So you can see it's nice and roomy. You've got the balcony behind you, which would be right there. You can see the balcony. You also have a number of different types of cabins in the Yacht Club, whether they're inside cabins all the way up to these suites that have these beautiful floor-to-ceiling picture windows as well. There's a nice picture of the upper deck of the Yacht Club area, so you can see the cabanas and the lounge chairs and the big pool, more cabanas as well. And then another nice picture of the restaurant, and then the Swarovski crystal staircase leading down to the top sail lounge. And again, sitting in the restaurant, you do have those beautiful views off from the ship with those floor-to-ceiling picture windows. Quick picture. This is the MSC Seashore. We're showing this because she sails close by here. I live in Central Florida. She sails right out of Port Canaveral and is there on a year-round basis. The Seashore sails out of Port Canaveral doing Ocean Key, our private island, as well as Nassau on 3- and 4-night cruises, as well as 7-night cruises over to Mexico. We've got the Seascape currently down in Miami right now doing 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean sailings. We have the Seaside in Miami as well doing Eastern and Western Caribbean sailings throughout the winter months. We've got the Divina down in Miami currently right now doing a few short cruises as well as some nice longer cruises down into the deep Southern Caribbean, including the itinerary you see here, as well as Curacao. We go into Aruba. So some really nice ports down there. Cartagena, Puerto Limon, Costa Rica. So some beautiful ports on the Divina sailings. And then, of course, that brings us to MSC World America. So consider this. You've got a European company, MSC Cruises, launching their flagship of their fleet, the biggest ship they've ever launched. And where's it going? It's not staying in Europe, but it's coming straight over here to the U.S. to sail right out of Miami. So it's really super exciting. The MSC Cruises has made a huge commitment to the North American market over the years. You look back to 2015, where we only had one ship here in the U.S. that was here during the winter months. So it wasn't even here year-round. 2016, we started sailing year-round out of Miami. 2021, we started sailing year-round out of Port Canaveral. 2023, year-round out of New York. Of course, next year we start year-round out of Galveston, and we're going to be sailing into Alaska in 2026. So exciting news. MSC's made a huge commitment to the U.S. market to sail here. Matter of fact, we're building the largest cruise terminal right now in the world down in Miami just to operate the MSC World America. So the World America will dock at the largest cruise terminal in the world that we're building right now, which should be finished in the next couple of months. But let's talk about World America. Here's a quick video on her. Beautiful ship. Sister ship to the MSC World Europa that's over sailing in the Mediterranean right now. Beautiful Galleria area, your shops and restaurants. A lot of dining options on this ship, including what's your main dining rooms, as well as a lot of specialty restaurants. A beautiful yacht club complex as well. Of course, MSC is a family cruise line. We have great activities for our kids and adults as well. And you can see what a beautiful ship here. Some nice pictures from Ocean Cay, our private island down in the Bahamas. Amazing. So that's the MSC World America. Now she just finished her first sea trials. Actually, I think it was yesterday, and she's doing amazing. So she's being built right now in a shipyard over in Europe. When she's completed, which will be in March, she will have 2,626 staterooms. She'll have a number of guests, 6,762 guests. She's going to be powered by liquefied natural gas. She's an amazing new ship for MSC Cruises. One really important thing to keep in mind about MSC Cruises is that we have a huge commitment to sustainability. So as we build our newer ships, we do more and more things to make them more and more environmentally friendly. So leading up right now, you've got the World America. She's powered by liquefied natural gas, which is a much cleaner fuel to burn. She's got the incredible advanced wastewater treatment facilities on board, the advanced exhaust treatment facilities as well, the ballast water treatment facilities, all of those that have been enhanced. She even operates now by ship-to-shore power. And what this basically means is when the ship pulls into a port, it doesn't have to run its engines. It's like the port has a big extension. I like to think of it as a big extension cord that the ship just plugs right into. And the ship is actually powered from the shore. Thus, it doesn't have to run its engines, and it's just it's a cleaner way to do it. So again, World America, just the next ship in our quest for sustainability, and she's just amazing. You can see she's got the beautiful open-ended aft, that Y-shaped aft, so you actually have interior as well as exterior balconies. That thing in the middle right there is not it's not a piece of art. That is the world's largest dry slide at sea. So that drops you right down into the Galleria area. You've got the World Galleria area with all your shops and bars and restaurants. Just a great place for everybody to hang out. Like I said, the ship will have the main dining areas that are all included in what you pay when you sail, but also some specialty restaurants that are going to be a little bit more where you pay an extra charge for. So we'll have the teppanyaki area where you've got the kind of like a Benihana or a Kobe steakhouse. It's amazing. The chefs interact with each other. They're interacting with the guests. They're doing the smoking onion volcano. They're having a great time. So it's really an entertaining way to have dinner. We'll have the sushi bar as well in the Asian restaurant area. Here's one we have with it's actually got a conveyor belt. So the sushi comes out on a conveyor belt. You can take whichever sushi pieces you like. They're color coded, and you've got the sushi chefs right there making the sushi. So if you see something, you don't see something you like, you can just ask them and they'll make it for you right there. The ship will also have Ola's Tacos and Cantina, which we have on a number of our other ships. It's a great Mexican restaurant. It will have our signature steakhouse on board, the Butcher's Cut, which is amazing. This steakhouse is where I've had the most amazing ribeye that I've ever eaten in my life, as well as some other great appetizers. It's an amazing restaurant. You've got the Masters of the Sea Brewery and Pub. Now, this is going to be an area where it's a 2-story pub, and we're actually brewing our own beer here. So you can actually get any beers from around, beers from around the world, as well as an MSC beer brewed right on board World America. We're also going to have an incredible area here called the Gin Project. So if you like gins and you like to try gins from other areas of the world, you'll be able to do that here in the Gin Project. Coffee Emporium, same thing. We'll have coffees from different areas of the world. You'll be able to get specialty coffee drinks here as well. Also, if you're like to stay nice and healthy, we have the Zest Juice Bar, so we can freeze or juice fresh fruits and vegetables for you, make different drinks. So we'll have a nice drink menu there for you as well. MSC World America will have a comedy club on board, which is super exciting. So we've never had one of those on any of our ships before. So it's great to have that on World America. There's a great picture of that dry slide, so you can get from deck 18 down to deck 7 quickly. The ship also has a ton of different entertainment areas. This is the Sportsplex. You can see you've got the bumper cars there, so you can actually do bumper cars. And then part of the day we pull those off, and you can see you've got the basketball hoop. We have a full court basketball area there for people to play. Then we stop that, and we pull out what's America's favorite, fastest growing sport. It's pickleball. So yes, we pull out the pickleball nets and play pickleball in the Sportsplex. So it's really a multi-use Sportsplex area. And World America is going to do some exciting itineraries with us in 2025. She'll be coming over. Her first sailing is actually April 12th of 2025. So just a little over 4 months away. So when she comes into port into Miami, she'll be doing 2 different itineraries, one each week. She'll do an Eastern Caribbean itinerary, including Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve on the eastern side. Western side will be Cozumel, Costa Maya, Roatan, which is a beautiful island off the coast of Honduras, as well as Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve. So these she'll be doing 7-night sailings, basically year-round, starting April 12th of 2025, just a few months away. So I've mentioned Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve a couple of times. So let's kind of delve into this real quickly. And let me tell you about this island. This island is amazing. So this is MSC's private island. It's got a great little history, and you can actually find a nice documentary on this island on Netflix. So here's the story. MSC wanted a private island. We found this island. It was a great island because it had the channel already dug in, so we wouldn't have to dig a channel for our ships. So the island seemed ideal. The problem was it had a silica processing facility on it years ago that had gone out of business. And they left all of their junk and their scrap and their machinery on the island. They had dumped it into the water. The island was a mess. So we came in, we spent almost 4 years cleaning up the island. We removed 7,500 tons of industrial scrap metal and other materials off the island and from the waters surrounding the island. We came in, we planted 75,000 trees and bushes and shrubs and grasses, all indigenous to the Bahamas. And we did such a good job at cleaning up the island that the Bahamian government actually came in and they named the island a marine reserve. So Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve is not just kind of a cool, trendy name. It actually is a marine reserve. You can't harvest anything in the water in the 64 square miles around the island itself. So it's just a beautiful, amazing island. One thing you're not going to find on this private island is a water park or slides or pools. Basically, what you will find are 8 beautiful different beaches, just set out in nature, lots of palm trees, lots of shade, lots of sun, lots of sand. It's just an amazing island. You can do a lot at Ocean Key. We have a beautiful little Bahamian-style village there. You can do a little shopping and eating and drinking. Of course, it's in the Bahamas, so there's some great excursions if you want to do some snorkeling or kayaking, paddle boarding, rent sailboats, all kinds of different things you can do on Ocean Key. We've got the wave runners out there as well. Got a beautiful lighthouse bar right on the island itself, so you can have a nice cocktail and watch the sunset, listen to some nice music. We talked extensively about the Yacht Club. If you're in the Yacht Club, you have your own private area of the island set off on the northeast side of the island. And of course, the island does have a spa as well. So if you want to get an open air massage out under a covered hut out on the beach, you can do that. The ship actually docks at the island, so it's amazing. You don't have to tender in. The ship docks right there. If you forget something on the ship, you can just run right back on and get it and come back out. This is a nice picture of, you can see the lighthouse in the background, the ship docked off to the left. You've got the Bahamian village down below in the front. The island's pretty big. You can see it's got that nice wide cement pathway all around the island. Takes me about an hour and 15 minutes to walk around the whole island. If you don't want to walk, we have tram service, so we'll put you on a tram and get you to any beach you want. Like I said, there's 8 different beaches on the island. Every beach has the 3 things you need when you're at the beach, which are food facilities, bathroom facilities, as well as a bar. So every beach has those three things, so you never have to go far. And then, of course, those food facilities at the different beaches, that's pretty much kind of light snacks, hamburgers, and hot dogs. And if you want a nice buffet meal or a nice lunch, we do a huge buffet at the center of the island. So you've got the chicken and the ribs and the pasta salads and the fruits and all that. So you can have that in the middle of the island as well. Of course, there's some beautiful pictures of the island. You've got the welcome center. You've got your shore excursion desk. There's great signage to tell you where to go around the island when you're walking around on the paths there. We dug out a nice lagoon in the island, so this is not in the open ocean. This part of the island is a lagoon. So if you like to swim in a lagoon area, you can do that. We have the wave runners that go around as well that you can use. These are the food trucks that are out. So that we have one of these at every beach, so you always have a little bit of a snack close by when you're at the beach. Beautiful picture of the lighthouse from across the bay from where the ship actually docks. Then, of course, a lot of our sailings stay into the evening on Ocean Key. So when we're there in the evening, we do a laser light show on the lighthouse. We have a huge beach party. We light fires and have a DJ out there, have a big party right on the beach. So it's a lot of fun. Ocean Key is an amazing private island, and we love it. And our guests love it as well. There's a nice picture of the lighthouse with the ship in the background there. Again, a great spot to hear some acoustic music and have a nice drink. Beautiful sunsets at the lighthouse bar. It's amazing. So I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about Europe and our cruises there. We have too many itineraries to really go into in depth. But one thing I do want to mention about Europe is that MSC is the leading cruise line in Europe, meaning we carry more guests over there than any other cruise line. And we do something really cool in Europe. So basically, if you look at this itinerary, every other cruise line, this is a 7-night sailing in the Western Mediterranean. Every other cruise line out there, we would embark in Barcelona and do a round-trip 7-night sailing and return to Barcelona. With MSC, it's the same thing. You can board this ship in Barcelona and do a round-trip 7-night sailing right back to Barcelona. The thing with MSC is you could also pick this ship up the following day out of Marseille and do a 7-night round trip out of Marseille. Or you could pick it up the day after that and do a 7-night cruise out of Genoa. So what MSC does is we embark and disembark on all of these different ports of call. We've been doing it for years. It's a very, very smooth process. And what this does, this gives you as a consumer a lot of flexibility. Maybe you want to fly into Naples a couple days early and visit Pompeii. So you want to take the cruise out of Naples. Maybe you're price conscious and you want to fly into Barcelona because the rates are $500 less per person. So with MSC, you can do the exact same 7-night cruise. You just depends on what port you embark in. So that's up to you. And again, just gives you more flexibility that you don't have with some of the other cruise lines. One last thing I want to talk about is MSC and our repeat passenger program, our loyalty program. We call it the MSC Voyagers Club. Like every other club out there, we've got different levels, 4 different membership levels. Every time you sail, you earn points. As you earn points, you move up to different levels. And when you move up to another level, you get more perks and rewards. So it's pretty much like other loyalty programs out there. The great thing with our program is that if you've never sailed with MSC before and you have sailed with other cruise lines, we can do something called status match because we want you to come over and try us out. So if there's a cruise line that you've cruised with, you show us proof of your membership with that other cruise line as well as your membership level. We'll compare that cruise line's membership level to ours, and we'll put you in at a comparable level in our program when you cruise with us, even though you've never sailed with us before. So we're basically rewarding you for vacationing with our competition. But hey, it's a great program. We know that once you try us, you'll become a repeat passenger with MSC Cruises. Plus, by doing the status match, you automatically get a 5% discount on your cruise. So it's worth it to do it every single time. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the presentation for tonight. Just want to say thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me speak about MSC Cruises. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for doing this amazing presentation about MSC. I cannot wait I know for myself, I cannot wait for MSC World America. One of the things that I wanted to also mention to everyone who is watching, there is a group cruise happening with myself and 2 other travel advisors. and we are promoting let me see if I can show it to everyone real quick. Let's see. All right, so we have a group cruise I'm hosting November 1st to November 8th of 2025 on MSC World America. I will post this link for you all to check out the pricing. This provides details of the cruise, what's included. We're going to have some pretty fun activities that we're going to have as the group. The pricing that you see will include a drink package and Wi-Fi and some extra items as well. The itinerary is a Western Caribbean itinerary, so you'll be able to see that and some other important information such as the rooms, which is truly important. Interior rooms, we have infinite ocean view rooms, and also deluxe balcony rooms available. So if you're truly interested, please reach out to me and I'll make sure that I get you booked on this group cruise. And if that date does not work, I can help you with any other MSC cruise, whether it's for the Caribbean, Europe, or whatever destination that you want to go on. So thank you so much again, Tom, for the presentation, and I truly appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome, Mike. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it, and have a great night.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.